Hello everyone, this is Vicky StitchNButton, and today is August 24th, a day later than it should have been. I was supposed to put my video up yesterday and it just didn't happen. I slept in and ran out of time. But here I am today, and I'm sure you had plenty to watch before you got to me anyway. I have a bunch of stitching that I've done. I've got finish, I've got giveaway winners, and I just got something in the mail that I ordered the other day, and it came pretty quickly. So I guess we should just get into it. What have I been doing? Let's go with that. Well, last weekend I went to lunch with my two oldest kids. They're both down here in Florida now. My middle kid, my son, has been down here with me since I moved down, and my daughter has been all over, but now she's back down in Florida again. So it was nice to be able to go have a good lunch, and we had a good time. And talk about belly laughs. Yeah, they were there. They were had. What else? I don't know. I've been kind of busy, kind of not. I always feel like I never do enough. And I've had friends tell me that, it's okay to take a day off. But I feel like on the days that I'm not taking the day off, I'm not getting enough done. But that's me. I don't know why I do that to myself. I just always feel like I should be doing more. Possibly because I could be doing more. I don't know. It's there. I always feel like I could be doing more. So I try to do at least a little every day. And maybe that's why I work 7 days a week instead of just a couple, right? It's fine. It's fine. I gotta stay busy. So there's that. I've been busy stitching up a storm. I did 1,250 stitches in the past 2 days. I'll show you in a minute. It's on monochrome. Very easy. It's on Pattern Keeper, extra bonus, and it's slated for a finish. So I finished the categories I was working on and my arbitrary August wheel, and I think I might have mentioned that in my last video. I can't remember. So I made another wheel. Actually, I made a few of them. and I think I might have, again, let me repeat myself if I haven't already. I made a Mirabilia wheel, which is Mirabilia or Nora Corbett, and then I made a closest to a finish wheel. I also made a wheel for full coverage and one with all my whips on it, which that reminds me I have to take the one whip off because I have a finish. So since it's arbitrary August still, and I finished off everything I needed to do, even, I'll show you in a minute, my monthly portion of Guardians of Notre Dame. So I decided to spin closest to a finish. That's what I was in the mood to work on. So let's still go with arbitrary and let that decide for us. I just got really distracted by the fuzziness of my hair. I watched it last night and didn't put anything in it. Anyway, sidetrack. Maybe this is why I don't get as much done as I should. Anyway, so I spun the wheel. I got to finish off of one. I spun the wheel again on the closest finish, and I'm gearing towards a finish. I don't know if I'll get it done by the end of the month, but at the rate it's been going, there's a good chance of it. It's a possibility. I think I'm down to 2,700 stitches. I think I could get that done. We'll see. We'll see. Okay, so let's get to the giveaway winners. I forgot to pull out an old chart, but one of the giveaways is an old chart anyway, and I don't have a year on this, I don't think, but I know it's old. Copyright 2000. There you go. It's 23 years old. So this giveaway, this was if you put loved, and I can't remember how many. I think this one was only 2, and Stitchy Witch 42, you won this. I have your address, Audrey, so I will get that out to you. Let's put this over here. And Angel. Use the comment picker for Angel. That is this Celtic Angel piece. And the winner is Becky Denko. Becky, I have your address. I will send that out to you. I'll probably just fold it in half and put it in one of those half-size envelopes. Next one up is Santa. Don't show the chart. Oh my goodness. So it's a Santa, and this is just going to go in a business size envelope. This one is going to Roxanne Green. Roxanne, I want to know if you're going to do colonial knots in the Whisper. I'm very curious. Next one up, needlework. Needlework is this one from Little House. And that's kind of old too. It's 2008. So next one up, lost my train of thought. Whew, slow down. Okay. For needlework, Anne Musso. I think that's Musso. I think I say your name right, I think. And I hope you're feeling better, Anne. I know you've had plenty of health issues. Okay. For flowers, the keyword flowers is the freebies, the whole 12 months that I had found. Enchanting Stitching. I think that's Dawn, if I'm not mistaken. I think I just watched your video last night. And I'm pretty sure I have your address. And then last but not least, Seaside. This is all 4 seasons, and the winner is Not Just Hooked. And I'm almost positive I might have an email from something you've won before, but I can't place your first name. So, just in case, email me again, because brain function is low, okay? And I'll get that sent out. I don't have anything to give away for this time. I've got loose hairs. Wash your hair and you shed a lot. I don't have anything to give away for this time because I'm already a day late and I mowed the lawn and I have to go make some dinner, some foods, and I need to get this video done so I can get it uploaded. That's what I'm going with. All right. Next up is what I've been working on. So let's get with that. Let's do my finish. I finally finished Winter Wonderland from Mill Hill. I was actually all ready to do this as a giveaway, but then I ripped the chart by accident and I put away all the beads and it just had some of the threads, and I had marked the chart and I said screw it. So I threw it away. But it is still available. That's another reason why I was kind of guilt-free on it. It's still available. Matter of fact, if you contact Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery even, she can get that for you. So this is Beads and Buttons. What number? Does it have a number? MH149303. I wonder if that's the year that they made it. No, I was totally off. It was not the year they made it. They made it in 2009. Yet another old chart. Okay, here she is. We'll just put this like this so you can see it. All right, I thought I was done, and I had marked it as done and everything, and then I looked at it, and I was like, I don't remember using the opaque white bugle beads. And then I looked, and because I hadn't put them in here. So there's only 7 beads, not a big deal. It took me all like 5 minutes to throw those in. And it is a finish. That bunny was supposed to go in here. Did not. I probably should have put a couple beads in there just to zhuzh it up, but I'm okay with it. Just so you could see that there are a lot of beads. Matter of fact, rough count of how many beads was 1,016. That's the rough count, I think. Give or take 1 or 2 beads. It's a 70 by 70 chart, almost full coverage, by the way. And as I went along, I did find some full stitches that I missed here and there and had to throw those in. But otherwise, pretty happy with this. I did this 692 beads in one night. I just wanted to get it done, and I don't mind. I actually would rather bead than do French knots and quarter stitches. So there's that. So it's done. I think I want to put it in a frame. Or another idea I came up with, well, I don't know. I didn't invent it, but I thought about it, and I'm sure it's been done before. I use stretcher bars on this, the mini 6-inch stretcher bars. The ones I used are not quite real nice around the edges, but most of them are. So I have another set I want to put together, see how nice that blends up. If it blends up pretty well, I'll paint it like dark blue and maybe put some little snowflake charms or paint some snowflakes on it and just frame it like that. That's what I'm thinking. I just have to figure out if I want to put a white background on it, because if you don't put a background on it, it's just going to pick up the color of the wall. Or if I want to put a black one. I don't know. We'll see. It's a finish, guys. So that's one finish. Next one is the one I've been working on the past couple of days, and that is this Quixote Picasso from LA Geek on Etsy. I do believe it is, let me see. I bet you if you just go on Etsy and type in Quixote Picasso or Picasso, you'll come up with, but it's monochrome. And again, for those that don't remember or weren't watching me when I had talked about this at first, my mom had a set of bed sheets with this on there when I was little. I think I was like 10 or 12, and it was always interesting to me. No, I have not read the book. I have heard the stories and stuff. He was delusional. I think he had like paranoid schizophrenia and stuff, and he was attacking windmills and flour bags or something like that. This is the way. So anyway, I like this. It has nostalgia for me. So I went and I didn't want to do it on white, so I pulled it out on to some Hermosa. For some reason I thought it was Twilight. It is being stitched on 32 count Hermosa from, I can take off the top for you because I'm going to stitch on it. Again, I just had to move the Q-snap. Yeah, this is looking great. Actually, I finished the horse. So he's all done. And the horse and everything back here is done. Now I just have to put this portion in and the sun up top and Picasso's name at the bottom. But this is where it's at. Since I picked this up last, my 1,200 stitches that I've done were, he had some of a leg here. I finished up the leg, the chest, and the horse and the head, and put in all that. So that was 1,250 stitches there. It's looking pretty good. I'm happy with it. I'm going to put this so I can cobble it back together. These are thread peels, by the way. This is how I use mine. Not for large bits of fabric, just smaller ones, just to hold them back so they're not in my way. And I have some of these still in my Facebook group there, if you need some. All right, that's a corner clamp that I finally acquired. So yeah, I didn't even write down last night's stitches on my card, but I did 1,250 in the past couple of days. Very happy with that. Let's push for a finish. Like I said, I think it's 2,700. I think around that, 2,600. I don't know, close. All right, another one I worked on for my arbitrary August wheel is the Teresa Winsler Petites Peacock Majesty. It's this one here. I started this back in 2021. It is being stitched on 32 count blue even weave from Fabric Flair. This has 35 blends. Yeah, I did 324 stitches total, and half of them were probably quarter stitches, guys. I was so tired of moving around at quarter stitch. The back of this corner is horrible. It looks like the back of a full coverage. It really does. But it's so hard to not carry over and have a mess back there. So for sake of sanity, I did a lot up in here, and then everything you see here is what I stitched, because I had to get into some full stitches, even though there were some quarters in there too, and there were blends, but it just saved my sanity, honestly. So that's where I'm at with that. I don't know if it'll come back out again. We'll see. I was able to kind of get myself situated by getting these I got these about a year or so ago. They are called thread chips, and they're for blends. And they come with the chip and the little circles to write the colors on. Because it's black, it's kind of hard to see. I numbered, okay, back up. So single colors here on thread drops that I just put on. Blends here, which some of them use the single colors. I'll just put a strand on. So what I did was I went through on all the blends. Let me see if I can show you. And I might have explained this before. I went through and numbered all my blends. That's why I know I have 35. So with each blend has a number, which then corresponds to a number on this chip. Yeah, I did write it in black, but if you go like, you know, you shine the light on it just right, you can see the color. It's not a problem for me to, because I always have good light when I'm stitching. So if I need blend number 23, then I know I need a skein. That'd be kind of chunky, wouldn't it? A thread from each one. And I'll take one thread from each one, cut it in half, and put the 1/2 set on the side here. I think I have a here. And then whatever I have left over, I can put on the side also. And I know that that's that blend. So I bought a bunch of these chips off of her. These black ones were what she called less than perfect. And they're fine. They work just fine for me. I don't see a problem with them, but that's fine. It just meant I didn't spend as much money. They're kind of heavy. When you have this many, they're kind of heavy. But I would recommend them. I know other people I've noticed them being mentioned over the past couple of months. But I figured I'd show them to you if you hadn't seen them. Okay. So, progress on that. What do I need? I don't know if I need that yet or not. Okay, so progress on that. I'm happy with that. If I work on it this year again, it'll be lucky. Honestly. It's fine. It's fine. Next one. Santa's Trips. Spun the wheel. Got to work on this one. I had started in the center, so all I did was work on this center motif here. I ended up doing 310 stitches on it. And here they are. I didn't even finish. That so far I've done a total of 511 stitches and it still has not finished that center motif or the border that goes around. I still have, I'm looking, a little bit more green to do, and then the flowers and the red border that goes around, and then a little bit of back stitching for that star. But I'm happy with it. So let's see. This is being stitched on 32 count Gable Sky linen from Dames of the Needle. She named it for me, guys. And I still have those needle minders available. Let's go. This is the bag from the Christmas mystery box that I had last year. Not that you can hear me through the noise. And I have plenty of fabric. I overbought fabric. So if you didn't get in on the box, but you like the bag, I will be making these bags closer to the Christmas holiday. Next up, I don't know if I put this one on the wheel for possible close to a finish or not. But let's do coffee from Imaginating. This looks like, oh, I could do that real quick. If I wasn't in challenge groups that I need to count stitches and back stitches only counted as a half, or even that I didn't have to count the stitches at all, excuse me, I feel like I'd have more done. But I think being part of the challenge stitch groups and having to count the back stitches, they only count as half, it slows me down and makes me not really want to work on it as much. The lettering at the top are full and quarter stitches. So what I've done was anything that's a quarter stitch in there, I'm actually doing it as a 1/1 stitch in the corner that it needs to be. Because I was losing my count. It was driving me crazy. It was way too many. And this is how far I've gotten on it. I am at this board. I did 314 stitches, which means I did about 628 back stitches. And that gave me the word caffeine, chocolate, that little bit there of decaf, that's going to say decaf, and everything down here. So all of this down here. A couple little beans. I could knock it out. I know I could. I don't know if it'll happen, but I could knock it out. I still like it. Stitchy friend of mine that's passed actually made this for me, this bag for me. Keep it forever. Alright. Next up, 12 Days of Christmas. This is from Plum Street Samplers. I don't have what it's going to look like when it's done available right now. But you can find it in her blog. If I remember it, let me write myself a note. Plum Street blog. Because I don't have my laptop, I have it saved on my laptop. I don't have it saved on my iPad. But if I can find the link, I'll put it back down below as to where you can download all of these. I am stitching mine on 40 count Oaken, and I'm using Victoria Motto sampler threads. And it's the 12 Days of Christmas. So what did I get done? Basically, these two blocks were already done. And I had a hen started. Which hen did I have started? I had the line. I think I had a hen and a half or something. So I finished off the hens. I did that snowflake and I started this little, oh, it's not quite a flower pot. It's a plant pot because it's a tree in there. Tree pot. But that's how far I've gotten. And that was 365 stitches. It's like a stitch a day. Although I did stitch on it last year for about 600 stitches. I don't mind the stitch. It's a pretty quick stitch. It's not too bad on the 40 count. I think it's looking pretty good. It only takes like 4 colors. The red and green are the most. And then there's little bits of an old gold that I picked out and a black. And that needle minder is available in my group. I made this bag as a test a while ago. And I have more of these panels that I probably should use up and make bags. But when you're busy, it's busy. Alright. Next up is a Country Cottage Needleworks Reindeer Games. Guys, this looks like it'll be real quick. Don't be fooled. I put in 329 stitches the last time I picked it up, and it is stitched on 32 count Gray Classic Snowflakes Even Weave by Fabric Flare. And here I am. I think I did everything from here over. Did I? Yeah. I did some of the snow. I did that part of the tree. I still have to do the trunk. I did this whole tree and that whole reindeer. I gotta figure out if I'm gonna pull his eyes out. That sounds horrible. But if I'm gonna pull the stitches out and do the French nuts, because I feel like the eyes look a little big. I don't know. We'll decide. We'll decide later. It's not a now problem, right? The house comes next, right? Either that or I'll check it out and just go down this way. Also, I did find out that this is off by a half a stitch. two ways. So it still looks like I'm on the right track for it, but when I looked, it is really a half a stitch off to the to one side and like down one or up and over one. I don't know, but I figured out it's a half a stitch. So when I do come down, I have to actually count off of this, not this. It's fine. Everything's fine. It'll work. It'll work, guys. And I still have these available also. Alright. What's next? I worked on my Clockwork Dragonfly. It's a panic kit. I think it came with the even weave, if I'm not mistaken. Hold on, because I can't read Russian, so I gotta see if I can find the English. No, it came with 18 count. I must have changed it out. I put it on a 28 count white even weave. It's probably, I don't know if it's still down, is it? No, that's got to be the Monaco, 28 count Monaco. And here it is. Now, when I picked it up, I had already done this whole entire wing the last time I worked on it, so I ended up filling it over here. I did this whole bottom part here, and it does have some gold stuff in there. And I did, I think, everything over here, or at least some of it. I did a lot of that. And his little part there, I don't know if that, is that eyes? Let's look. Yeah, that's his eyes. So I guess it's like his eyelid, if they had eyelids, guys. Anyway, I am happy with how this turned out. I ended up doing 360, oh my goodness, math. 369 stitches on it. I think it looks good. I have another Dragonfly. It's a Mandela Dragonfly from, I think it's Awesome Pattern Studio. Yeah. That needle minder is still available in my shop. Put this over here. Okay, this next one is not going to be totally finished. It's Halloweentown. I like it. And as I'm stitching it, I'm finding that I don't want to stitch the whole entire thing. So I was thinking I was just going to stop at those houses, move a witch over and do a star. But then I saw this little guy over here. So I may finagle it some. I may stop here, like, so maybe I'll do this house, these three houses, the tree, him, and then I'll put a witch and that cat on a broom and a star or two. I think that's, I think it needs a tree, but I think, and I might even take a tree and put one on the other side of that house. But I don't think I'm going to do the whole entire thing. I ended up doing 431 stitches on it, and this is what it's looking like. It's a lot of stitches on that one house. This is being stitched on 32 count Lush Meadow from Dames of the Needle. And looks like I started in December of 2020. So I may pull this out again, or maybe I should add it to my wheel as a close to a finish, because I probably could knock out, I don't know, maybe not. Maybe I'm lofty goals, famous last words, I don't know. I'm going to put this in here. We'll see. We'll see. Yeah, but I don't think I'm doing all those houses. And I'm totally fine and guilt-free about it, by the way, because this is the way. Next up, Scotty AKA Stadium, because autocorrect does not like spelling her name. And this is what she's supposed to look like when she's done. It's from Charting Creations. Artwork by Dusan Markovic. I have marked off from this line down. I marked it off in Pattern Keeper because I think it'll be fine like that. I think. I don't know. I mean, there's options. I can always stitch it if I want to or go down a little further. But for right now, that's what I'm thinking. And I put in 336 stitches in it, on it. It's being stitched on 25 count, 1/1, easy count, easy grade fabric. I bought this fabric from Stitchery Express. And basically what I worked on was this here, that area there, and some of it feathered down. But I'm happy with the progress I've gotten. I wanted to move away from just the dark and get some colors in there. So it's getting there. Every little bit counts, right? And I still have Wonder Woman's available. All right. Getting down to the last stitched item. Guardians of Notre Dame. This is available at Ingleside Imaginarium's Etsy as the full chart now. And I am stitching mine on 32 count linen. The color is Shadow from Victoria Motto Sampler Thread. I don't know that it's available because it was a monthly. And I finished my portion for August. And there he is. I did that in 2 nights. Now, I probably could have taken another night and done some more of the framing, but I can just throw that in the next one. It's not a problem. Because my December, and I say that because my December is not going to be much stitching either. And it was a good stopping point for my prompts. So, but I'm really, I love how that's turning out, guys. Let's get a screen. Let's get a screen grab of this. How about that? They'll never do it, by the way. Or my eye will be half-cocked. If you can hear what I just said. So my eye will be half-cocked. There we go. Looks so good. Those are still available also in my shop. All right. What else do I have? I have a new thing that I just put in my shop yesterday. New for me to make anyway. I did not invent it. And some haul. So I went and ordered from Sammy at Tiny Hummingbird Stitchery. And I was busting her chops last night. I was like, did you put that in the mail? She's like, yeah, I put it in the other day. Funny, because it showed up today. So it literally took 2 days from the time she put it in the mail. Because I told her I didn't have anything to stitch. I'm down to 98 whips, maybe 97 if I finish this other one. That means I have nothing to stitch, right? So we had a good laugh. Anyway, so I got mine in the mail. It's only 2 things. It's Quirky Quaker. So cute. And the Halloween magazine, guys. Has anybody done a flip through? I am so behind. Let's go through real quick. I don't think I want to show absolutely everything. But here we go. I might stitch that. I'm gonna have to tag that. It's kind of funky. I don't think I'd stitch it. This looks like something Erica and her husband would stitch. Akio with. He should probably stitch that if he hasn't kitted it up already. I don't remember if he said he was going to, or if he got the magazine. He does all the Halloween stuff. Let's see. Elizabeth Spurlock is the designer of this one. I don't think it looks nice. I don't know that that's something I'd stitch though. I might have to stitch this one. You should be afraid if I haven't had my coffee. That one's from Stitchy Fish Designs. I have to mark that one off to start, right? This one is designed by Jesse Schofield. Fortune Teller. I don't know. I can't read that the way it's done. Home is where you hang your broom. Okay, here's a designer on that. Barefoot needle art. Alright. Now I like it. Problem is, bad choice of fabric and colors. Or these colors are great. Change the fabric or change the colors. Because you can't read it. Why stitch it if you can't read it, right guys? Or at least back stitch it so you can read it. I don't know. I like that cup. I wouldn't do just the door. It's cute. That's kind of cute. That's cute too. I'd like that cup. Who's the designer of that cup? Let's find out. Tangled Threads and Things. The door was designed by Kate Spiridanova of Cute Embroidery by Kate. And the house with the field is Twisted Willow Designs. Here is one from Faith Works. If you like Quakers, that is cute. My goodness, that almost looks like a spider, guys. I can't. And Stitch Sprout has Nobody's Home. This is the first I never even cracked this open. I got it in the mail and did my video. Here is Decorated for Halloween. And Mr. and Mrs. Needle. Halloween. You make yourself a wine bag. Happy Halloween. That's Michelle Garrett of Bendy Stitchy. Naoko Kudo did this Hello Pumpkin. That's kind of cool. It's kind of weird and cool at the same time. That's cute. Let's see. Always Time to Stitch is the one with the knot. This one. Pickle Barrel Designs is this one. Peculiar Pumpkins is Noctiflora Designs. Oh, sorry. Noctiflora Designs. Alright. And Pumpkin Pals was the other one with the crows. And that's Jennifer Redmond. Elizabeth Jenkins Batty as this Happy Halloween. Happy Halloween. That's pretty cool. Spooky Greetings from Hannah Bridget Designs. That's cute. There's some jack-o'-lantern pumpkins. This one's cool. This reminds me of the Alexandra Adelaide. This is from Anna, I'm not even going to try to say the last name, from Sweet Annette. Cute needle bling. It's Teresa from Needle Bling. That would make a cute biscornu. Stop. That's cute. So the Stitcher hood had the black cats. The cat with the knife is Fairy Wool in the Wool. Cute embroidery by Kate is the barn, and the bat square is Elizabeth Spurlock of Saving Grace's Fine Needle Arts. We have Rachel Parker, original artwork by Rachel Parker, adapted for cross stitch. I don't know who adapted it. It's this one. I'm kind of meh over it. I think, I don't know for full coverage. Not crazy about that one, guys. Looks very grainy. Got Spooky by JB Cross Stitch. Let's see, I wasn't stuttering or anything. And then Hollow's Eve from Judith Kringle. That's kind of cute. And that stand looks like it came, yep, from Modern Hoopla. If you haven't checked those out, Modern Hoopla, they have a lot of stuff on Instagram, and you can check out the link in their bio, I guess. A lot of people have been talking about this one. That's really cool. Stitchora is the designer. Sugar Skull Cat. Ronnie Ritter up here. Those are cute. That's cute. Let's see who the designers are. The Little Raccoon Trick or Treat, that's wrought iron stitching. The Mummy was Jesse Schofield. Cute embroidery by Kate was the jar, and the Dracula cat was Mia Maletta Lila. I don't know. Trick or Treat. On a Steak. That is designed by Linda Jean Jenkins. I'm assuming that's their on-tap designers. Ghost Loving Candy by Tangled Threads and Things. Alright. And there's a couple more in here. Here's Patty Break. That's cute. Alright. I like it. I think it's worth it. There's a couple in there I definitely want to do. I might do that one. I don't know. Not quite sure yet if I want to do something that large. I'd really like that one. And definitely the zombie hand. Alright. Last but not least, I did start making park and bobbins. So here's a few of them that I have available. These are made for when you're doing like full coverage and you park your threads. You pop them open, wrap your threads around, close it up, and it holds your threads together to keep them nice and neat. And they have their own album on my Facebook group, so go ahead and check it out. There's a whole bunch. And there's more. And I could probably make others too. Alright, I think that's it for now. I just heard Frank come home, and I need more coffee, and I'm hungry. So I hope everyone's doing well. Sorry I'm a day late, but it's okay. It's okay, you have stuff to watch, right? It's like we don't have anything to stitch. We still have Flosstubes to watch. And I should see you in 2 weeks, maybe on time, maybe not. We'll see in 2 weeks. Don't forget, Don't let anyone steal your sunshine. Bye.